Yeah, and why are they even having that conversation? Oh, I mean, however, he made a baby, big dummy. Right. But why do they even have to have? If just say he didn't make a baby, would that conversation still be necessary? Like what you did when we were apart.
I just think he's manipulative, though. Like what I do know about him, he's very manipulative, and what I know about her, she definitely has some self-esteem issues. But that's just him manipulating. Because he always brings it up when he's upset or if he doesn't get his way. Again, being the victim, like Lynette said.
That's two people that don't need to be together. You know what I mean? Right. Her self-esteem issues, him being manipulative, you need to go far away from each other.
Right.
You know, both of y'all got some work to do from their perspective.
Mm-hmm.
And do you think people are manipulative and don't know it sometimes? Think that's possible?
No, it's possible. But when you manipulating, you know what the hell you doing. Right?
It's a plan.
You know what I mean?
It's a thought out process.
We all parents.
Right.
We all parents. When our kids are manipulating, we know it.
Mm-hmm. Hey, right? Sweet Pea.
Mm-hmm.
Is it accidental?
Nope.
All right.
Yeah, okay. Cliff, point taken. So let me throw this out there, because we're talking double standards. And a lot of times when we talk double standards, it's based upon what men will and will not put up with, or what we won't accept or will accept.
Right.
We can do A, B, C, and D, but we won't accept it. So I was talking to my coworkers one day. This was Friday, I think, Friday or Monday. Anyway, we were talking about if they had their boyfriend, fiance, or whoever, right? Madly in love, good dude, relationship's going well. They found out 10 years ago he had one homosexual experience. He's never once went there again. Mm-hmm. And they found this out. Relationship's been fantastic, great, faithful, good, even a good daddy to her little son, who ain't his. They said, and I said, could you continue on with the relationship after that kind of self-disclosure? All 5 of them said no. And I said, why not? They was like, because even though it happened 10 years ago, I feel like in the back of my mind, he will always have the potential to go and sleep with a man again. So now, flip the script.
Right.
I meet you, we in. You tell me 10 years ago you slept with a girl. Mm-hmm. I'm not holding that against you.
No, you hoping it happens again. You hoping it happens
why is that
again.
so difficult for women to overcome?
I think it's that the women, we grow up with that image of y'all being that Superman, that that hero, and that manly man, that caveman. And that's not what cavemen do. That's not what heroes do, is have that experience.
But that's all you know of him since you've been with him. He is a certified caveman, plaque on the wall.
Right. No.
But he been clubbed before. That's what my girl's saying. He caveman now, but he been clubbed before.
I think it's the double standard, just like you said, because like with women, men could be okay with that, and men will probably hope it happens again, with them included. But I just think it's the I got it. I just think it's the it's just the picture that we have of a man being a man, and to know that he kind of went off into that, had that experience, it taints that. It taints that. What's going on, Cliff? You giving all types of faces over here.
He been clubbed before.
Okay, and that's okay. That's okay. You know, and she's been clubbed before.
But if you clubbing, just keep clubbing.
I mean, she said it was a one-time experience, right?
Okay.
He said it was a one-time experience 10 years ago.
Okay, I've been a man for 41 years.
I can't.
All right. You don't just slip up and start clubbing. You're clubbing because you like it.
What if he was intoxicated?
I ain't never had that liquor.
Yeah, I don't know what that liquor is either. And I don't want to know.
Nah. Keep that on the shelf.
Vanessa Latrice says, that's a good question. Which I think it is a good question. Because that's a part of his past. We accept all kind of shit from people we meet.
Yep.
Right? And I'm not advocating for any woman to go be with a man who had a homosexual experience.
Mm-hmm.
If you do, that's your thing, nothing wrong with that.
Right.
But I think that we accept so much foolishness from each other. Mm-hmm. Women cannot overcome that one thing. Lynette says, we don't want to share you and we can't compete with a man. Y'all want 2 women.
Now, to the double standard aspect of this, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've always been of the fruition that I don't want a prisoner in my own mind, right? When she step out the crib with the girls, I don't want to be thinking, are they going to the mall? Or they going to the mall?
Right.
But it'll be the same way with the guys.
Right. I
Like you
get
be
it.
thinking like I'm going to chill with the homies, and it's like
Big homie or the homie?
Shell Paul says, E, you know that is a negative. I need a whole man. So, are you not a whole woman for sleeping with a woman 10 years ago? For you
No.
actually licking a woman's vagina, are you now no longer a whole woman?
Allow me to add this disclosure that has never been my
No.
Just wanted to let anybody, just in case, that's I've me and Dick. I'm gonna do the Dick challenge, okay?
Word.
Me and Dick have been friends for for my whole life. No shade to anybody that do, but I got my own coochie. I'm good. I don't want nobody else's. So that's not my story. However,
No, I wasn't. And Mr. and Mrs.
I-
Birthright, I was just pointing at her. That's what she is.
listen, no, but no, that does not make me any less of a woman.
I think it's I think the penetration aspect is really what it comes down
So
to.
if that was to be my experience, and I got penetrated by a female, does that make me any different?
You're not really being penetrated by a female. You being penetrated by a female with the assistance of a prop.
right, but I'm still being penetrated.
He being penetrated, no props included. And I think that's the
Facts.
difference.
Okay.
I think that's the difference.
Okay, I feel you. I mean, I think for me personally, it's a hard pill to swallow. But I would not deal with him any longer because of that. I
What if he
need to
backslide?
But that's what I said. I might need to do some therapy for myself. I might.
This
Because
happened
if
in
you're saying-
07.
Right, because if you're saying everything is going good now, and
He's
it's
a good
been
man.
over 10 years, it's 10 years, and
The statute of limitations.
Happened one
on
time.
no, there's no statute of limitations.
Oh.
But I do believe people can change. I do believe that. I'm a strong believer in that. But that will definitely heighten my awareness on a lot of things.
Hold on, stop the presses.
Go ahead.
Lynette says, what if you let a woman peg him? So if a chick puts on this strap on and did it to him
Facts.
10 years ago,
That's a good-
does that make a
that's good point.
difference?
That's a good point, Lynette.
Does that make a difference? Ladies, if a woman strapped on and did it to him 10 years ago, does that make a difference? I
think
need
it's
to
all
know.
the same.
If
But
I was
go
a
ahead.
lady, it wouldn't make a difference to me.
Right.
That's my point. But again, people do all kind of freaky stuff in the bedroom.
Exactly.
So that might be their thing. Y'all not bagging Candy Girl. Yo, Candy Girl was my classmate too.
Rena.
Word. Yeah, I found it just ironic that all 5 people said, hell no, that would be the end of the relationship. And it was like, we know it's hard to find a good dude, but one of them said, I just couldn't go forward. No
I
matter.
mean, cause yes, the double standard is real, but I think if you're gonna look at it like that, then it should be the same for the female as well, because like that's acceptable for a female to have had another experience with a female, but for a guy, if it's one time, now hear me, if this is a continuous thing, then okay, but if it was one time, it happened in college, whatever. I'm not saying
A
it's
drunken
okay.
night.
I'm not saying it's okay.
One time
I
at
approve of
band
it.
camp.
But it happens. It happens. And
I think that's very mature of you. You know,
I guess I've just been exposed to so much, so nothing surprises me anymore. I kind of look for it, and it's so sad to say.
So let me ask you this
I kind
question,
of
right?
look for it.
If you the guy and you trying to live out your statute of limitations, right? How do you approach your female and let her know, I'm all man today, but I was clubbing
Oh my God, I can't.
this many years back? How you do that?
What do you? Well, I mean, of course, there should be a level of trust there.
Yeah, but I mean, don't you want him to tell you that up front?
No, I don't want to
Oh,
know back. I don't want to
oh.
know. No, not like the first 2 days.
No, you need to know the first 2
Uh-uh.
days.
No.
No, you do. I think you
I don't.
do. Because here's what's happening. 2 days turn to 4. 4 turn to 6.
The reason why I
now
say
we
that is
6 months
because
in,
that'll cause me to judge him off the top.
which is cool.
and
I don't
no
wanna do
dude's
that.
gonna give you that off the top.
Right,
I'm
they
not gonna
won't.
give you something so personal to me, and this time next week we could not be speaking.
I wouldn't tell you on my second date I was molested or raped. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
So I
I got you.
mean, it's you know what I mean. So it's just the way you do certain things. Like I'm cool with that because you're gonna judge me from the top. Like, oh, she got low self-esteem. I can take advantage of her, not knowing that I may have come out of that. I've worked through that. Now I'm good. But I think for that, it just causes you to judge them off the top, and you don't know them.
I got you. And I want to say this too. Like the molestation thing, that's different.
Okay.
That's completely different. I think if I'm a female and a man discloses to me that he was molested, I don't look at it that way.
If he was
Now-
raped by a man,
Come on, man. He's still alive?
yeah,
Because you
it
take
could have been a
this,
family member.
you take this, you dying.
It
or
could have
I'm
been a family
dying.
member. It
Ain't no
happens
coming
all the
back from
time,
that.
though, hun. Like, that's the thing. That's why I said for me as a therapist, I've seen and been so exposed to so much that stuff.
Did I
So-
did I
It
meet you with an orange jumpsuit on with DOC on it?
So Nels,
I'm just saying.
so, and the people in the feed. So Nelly, is it like you just said? Is it different if he was molested by his uncle when he was 12, you know, or if he said, you know what, I find this guy attractive or whatever, and we get busy? Because sometimes when people are molested, we know
Right.
how that
Right.
shifts your whole everything.
Absolutely.
And you may not have had any thoughts about ever being with a man, but that one traumatic event
Mhm.
can just turn your whole thing upside down.
Because it
You know what I'm
plants a
saying?
seed. I always say that kind of stuff plants a seed in you, and then it begins to grow, and then so it may cause you to be curious and wonder,
Right.
this is the way I'm supposed to be.
But he never acted on it, but that happened to him. Is that okay?
For me,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd be more understanding with that case more than him just saying, "Hey, me and my roommate at DSU was just sitting
Whoa,
around."
whoa, whoa! At Lincoln.
Hey,
At
listen,
Lincoln.
At Lincoln,
you need an orange and blue out of this clip.
we're sitting around and we just tried.
over in Tubman. What's the male dorm
That's
down
the
at
girl
that state?
dorm.
Well, damn it, whatever the men's dorms are over there.
Yeah, I think that would be a little bit more for me to accept that rather than just, it just happened.
Right. Okay.
Because it was a traumatic experience.
I just think that we do. I think women unknowingly, because like again, I think that stuff is always sort of put on the men
Mhm.
about double standards. You know, men can sleep with 100 women. You sleep with 4, you're a whore. I'm a
Yes,
player.
talk about
So
that.
I think these double standards. I don't know how this shit got started, but it's prevalent. And matter of fact, I don't even know if it's as prevalent today as it used to be. 'Cause
Yeah, it is.
You think so?
The women's number is never accurate. You got to apply the formula.
Oh, Lord, what's the formula?
I'm not telling you. Just know we know. That number you putting out there,
We
gotta
round
put
up.
that- yeah, put that through the formula.
4.
Exponent carry the 1.
4.
Yeah. 16.
But so, Cliff, question. Let's shift away from the young man. You meet a nice woman, career woman, everything y'all bond and this and that. She has about 30 bodies on her. You find this out. Some people know her, how she used to get down. Do we in 2017? Now she did this stuff back in the day. Do we hold that against her?
10 years ago.
She got to be phenomenal, dude.
I can't.
She got to be phenomenal. Real rap. Now, if I don't know she got the 30 bodies, then it is what it is.
Right.
Here's the problem, though. I don't want to be walking through the mall and 2-3 dudes like,
Everybody laughing
yo,
at you.
I'm hand in hand, and they like, whoa, he got La Freaka. You know what I'm saying? That's damaging to me. That's damaging to my ego. All right?
Yeah.
Now, also on another level, I kind of believe that every time we have a physical interaction of the intimate variety, we leave a piece of us with a partner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to be playing Legos. You know what I'm saying? But
But the reality is you are, whether it's 30 bodies or 2 bodies, very
Yeah.
rarely are you going to get a virgin.
yeah, I need to be ignorant.
Very
about it.
rarely.
I need to be ignorant about
Yeah.
it. I need to be ignorant. Now, if you got 30 bodies on you, I need you to be 30 bodies experienced. You need to come into this thing, make that thing stand up, do circles, and pop.
And I'm sure she'll have
You
one. of
should
that.
be pretty good in bed.
Right.
with everybody.
Of course.
Yeah, with 30?
Of course.
Yeah.
But that's subjective too, because what's good to somebody else might be horrible to you.
Well, I need it
So-
to be good for me.
Absolutely. JF made a good comment here. Hold on. I'm sitting here inviting people to the show. He said it depends on the person and the individuals. Talking about, going back to what we were talking about, I think it depends upon the individual's who the individuals are and how they respond to therapy. Talking about the person that had the one experience. And I agree, because if they've gone and gotten help and they've worked through all of that, then I'm more open. And I think for me, I'm more open to stuff like that because I understand it. I get it. And I get that my closet ain't 100% clean either.
So should the female who had a lesbian experience 10 years ago, does she require therapy?
If she's still, I mean, for anybody, they're still having those, woes or
But if that's your thing,
I don't think so.
if that's your thing, then that's normal to you. Like, you don't, I don't need therapy. This is what I enjoy doing. I'm not hurting anybody. Where does therapy necessarily come in for something that I'm not hurting anybody and I find enjoyment and the person I'm with enjoys it? Like,
No,
where
I
does
think
the-
JF was referring to if the person has been raped at a younger
Okay,
age.
okay, okay.
or,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The molestation
Absolutely.
or whatever. Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think in that case.
I think if it's involuntary homosexual activity involved, I'm not even putting that in with the rest. You know what I'm saying? Because with that trauma, it's just certain things gonna come with that.
Right.
So I'm not putting that with everything else. I'm looking at the voluntary behaviors.
Right.
On the voluntary behaviors, if it's no props included, I'm out.
But remember, with the involuntary trauma comes voluntary behavior sometimes because of that.
Right, but the involuntary overrides that for me.
Okay.
If the involuntary is
Okay.
present, if I'm a woman,
Right. Oh, so if it's a man, it's not okay.
no, I'm saying if I'm a
Oh,
woman.
for the man, got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm a woman and it was involuntary, that's totally different.
Okay.
It becomes, what am I equipped to deal with? Because you
Right.
can deal with some things.
Absolutely.
Right.
Now, for the voluntary activity, if it's if it's props included, to me it's a different ball game.
It's just sexual exploitation.
It's a different ball
Exploration.
game.
Just getting it popping.
Because I mean, it's the react. We had the one young lady on the show, Karen.
Mhm.
She actually enjoys putting on the strap on and penetrating her
Yeah.
man.
Now I got questions about him.
Maybe that's just what he likes.
Maybe. Hey, look,
That doesn't mean he's gay, does it?
no, but he got tendencies.
Because being homosexual is having an attraction for the opposite sex. That was the
No.
next thing I was going to get to.
So let me say this, because if
That's
you're
like,
being
can you be
penetrated-
half pregnant?
What?
That's like, can you be half pregnant?
So for those who didn't hear, the question was, can a man be bisexual?
No.
But that's where the double standard comes in at. Because
Yep.
if a female likes a guy and a girl, they're bisexual. If a guy
Right.
likes a guy and a girl, then he's gay. That's a double standard.
That is a double standard.
No props included.
And
It's still, no. But let's look at the definition technically.
Look,
Being attracted to both sexes, bisexual.
half
If it's
pregnant.
for a female, it's cool. If it's
Half
for a
pregnant.
male, he's just straight gay. There's no bisexual.
No, it's not.
That's
but
trash.
so that means
No. No, here's the question. Can you be half pregnant? The answer is no. As a man, once you've been clubbing, you be clubbing.
Mm-mm.
That's it.
But you have men that are attracted to both sexes.
Listen, you can't take that off. That's on you now. That's a
Okay.
part of your body count.
and to his point, that being on you, if of a woman, you're not gonna accept. If you were not gonna accept a man who had a sexual experience with a man 10 years ago, you're not gonna accept an openly current bisexual man.
Right.
So in your mind, he's gay too.
Clarence Carter, shout
You know
out
what
to
I mean? Like no
Clarence.
woman. If he's gay to the homie, he's gay to a woman too. More often than not.
Clarence Carter, OG Nitty says you gotta be gay to be bi.
Man.
Can you have one without the other?
My man.
I mean, it's true. So you gotta be gay to be bi.
That's why I think, as a man, when you taking that journey to the other side, you gotta ponder on that, cause ain't no coming back. I mean, you can come back, but you ain't really back.
Right. So is this the same for the females?
I'm going back to my
The
phrase:
church is quiet.
props included.
No.
If props included, you ain't really doing it.
No. If
Listen,
she licking,
okay,
if she
okay,
licking on
hold on.
somebody else's twat,
All right,
okay, props or no props.
all right, I got it. Here we go. Check it out, Nelly.
Yes.
So if I come through and I'm on some Mr. Freaky Jason type tip,
Right.
and I'm like, yo, I want to use these props on you,
Okay.
and we play with some props for half the night.
Okay.
Did we get it popping?
Yes.
No,
Why not?
because you didn't get my muscle.
But
Now, if you get my muscle,
we got it, bro.
then we get it popping.
We got it,
You
bro.
got it popping.
That's the difference.
I feel your point.
That's the difference.
If you touching this cooch,
No,
if you playing with the cooch, if you're licking on the cooch, if I'm coming, I got it popping.
but listen,
That's just it.
there's some women that say a man can talk to them and make them come.
Okay, but we talking about Nelly. You just said if you
No,
Nelly
no, no,
at
I'm
my
saying,
house.
I'm saying.
My thing is Nelly, you touching the cooch, you playing with it, you licking it, you whatever in
You
it.
playing with it. You just said it.
Whatever.
You playing with it.
But guess what? You popping.
So go back. Let's go back
for
for a
me
second.
though. For me, I'm just saying.
It's all
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's relative.
yeah. So listen, go back to what Karen and she would penetrate her boyfriend, right?
Right.
Now let's get with prop, of course.
Real quick,
What-
shout out to Tony, the old friend, Isabel Duran, David Harrigan. Thank you guys for tuning in. What's up?
So where does that gentleman who likes to be penetrated with a strap on fall in? This is a consensual thing between he and this lady. Where does he fall in this whole am I bisexual, am I gay? Like, you like penetration. Where does he fall in this scenario?
He likes his P spot to be stimulated. What's the problem?
I just think he got tendencies. I can't say he gay because he's not gay. He just is gay-ish.
What?
He
I'm so
enjoys gay
confused.
things.
I'm so confused.
He might not be gay, but
So
he's
he's
right.
gay-ish.
He's not a crackhead. He's just crackhead-ish.
He's under investigation.
Gotcha.
Clarence Carr said he's on the gay spectrum.
Yeah.
I think that women, to be completely honest, I think most women, now I'm sure Karen obviously don't, but I think a lot of women probably feel the same way about that. You know what I mean? Just because I think women have a phobia of most women have a phobia of their man being penetrated. Women always want to try to play with your ass, but let them mess around and like it. Then you start requesting it. Now we got a problem. Women stay trying to be around somebody's asshole.
Right. Not all.
Not all.
I just prefer not
I'm just
to.
saying.
I just prefer. We good. I'm gonna stay far away from your butthole.
They want to try to slide at the tip of their finger, all kind of little shit.
I think women just do that because the guys put up such a hard fight to not do it. So I think they do it just to try to see how far they can get. Not that they really like it. That's why when they do get there and they like it, they like, whoa, what do you mean you like it? Because they don't really want to do it. It's just like, because you're telling me no, I want to do it the more. I know it sounds crazy, but I really believe that's how we do. I don't really think.
Female logic.
I mean, and then on the other side, we understand that it's a G spot for the men back there in their prostate glands. We understand that. So some women may just be into it sexually and just want to get you really to that next level.
That's a conversation right there.
Yeah,
that
I
has
agree.
to be a conversation.
I agree. Has to be.
If not, somebody gonna wind up in a neck collar.
I agree.
Somebody going to work like this.
Isabel says she has a friend who enjoys getting his butt licked. Yeah.
I mean, all of that stuff, listen, whatever works for you works for you.
Right.
And if you like that, and you ain't hurt no kids or no small animals, who gives a shit?
Right.
In the grand scheme of things. But I just think that we place people in categories even when we're not trying to place people in categories.
Right.
Yeah.
And that often happens. You know, especially men. If you do one thing that's suspect, oh, he's gay.
Right.
It don't, and like Cliff said, and that's how we are, men. Not saying it's right. I'm just saying, Franco put him on the gay spectrum. You do one thing that's considered a least bit suspect, like, nah, player.
Right.
We can't rock with you no more. You know,
Exactly.
we shallow.
Yes, very shallow.
I will say, I can say I've grown a lot when it comes to. It's not like I have a gay friend or anything, but I guess about a homie that I was tight with, he told me he was gay. You gay? Do your thing. I'm not gonna probably go to any clubs with you. We're not about to sit up and talk about you and Jerome from the night before. But I'm gonna respect you as my man, and I need you to do the same for me as my homie. You know what I mean? Do your thing, bro. If that makes you happy, go for it.
JF says if they are having reoccurrences of trauma, yes, they will need therapy because they will more often than not be the victim and see their partner as the victimizer.
I agree.
Yes. Dio friend says you need the candy muscle, Lynette. Oh Lord. Him and Lynette. Lynette said that's pleasure. He had explored more than the average man to achieve sexual pleasure. That's commendable. Talking about the guy, Karen's friend. The one that likes to get it from the butt.
Hey man, go for it. I just think that at some point, does a woman continue to respect you if she's treating you like a woman? Got you bent over.
And I think that's the thing that I have a hard time
Look
with.
at that visual right there.
Even licking the butthole.
Smacking him on the ass.
I have a problem with knowing you're on your back with your legs up. To me, that's not manly, So that's a problem I have. Now, if we 6'9" and I can somehow maneuver my way back there, okay, fine. But for me to see you with your legs cocked up like that, for Nelly, I'm like, it don't sit right with me. It just don't. It doesn't. I can't. It's not okay for me.
Can I coon for a minute?
Please, coon.
So then there's this other thing, the elephant in the room.
What's that?
So that first time you gotta put that bass in your voice to let her understand that you mean business, and she come back with, but you like your ass played with.
That could come out.
No, that will come out. Right? Right?
Will you play the
No,
ass lick card?
no,
The ass penetrating
no.
card?
Huh?
Nelly wouldn't.
Huh?
Nelly wouldn't. No, I wouldn't personally. No.
Mr. Let Me Milk Your Ass.
No, I wouldn't personally because I understand the male ego, and I said the moment I do that, it's gonna be curtains. Ain't no coming back from that. The moment I throw that in his face,
Look,
it's never no coming back. So I know personally, I would never. I might think it. I might think it like yo, butt licking.
But Nels, what's the first thing a woman does when they fall out with a man, right?
Not
She
all
could have been with not all women.
women.
And let me say, I won't feel like I have to say this every time. I'm not talking about all women.
Right.
But what's the first thing some women do when they
Yeah, they
fall
get
out with a man?
petty.
Especially if he cheat on them or something, the little dick motherfucker. Like you become all these little dicks, you become all this nothing 4-second dudes. When you've been taking that little D and that 4-second nothing for 5 years.
Right.
Now all of a sudden if he was penetrated, you think that's not gonna come out in conversation?
But
Mr. Like It in
What?
the Ass. That's what it's gonna be right
in front
there.
of the fellas.
Yeah.
They call it.
In front of your mama.
They call it boy pussy. Okay?
In front of your mama.
That's what they call it. It's called boy pussy.
No such thing. Boy
But-
don't got one of them. Boy don't got one of them.
No, I agree. That's the first thing women do. We throw,
Yes,
we
Vanessa.
hit below the belt. I get that.
Yes.
However, for Nelly, because I know after this argument, I'ma still want you to be my man, and I'ma still want you to do what you're doing. I'm not gonna do that because I know that it's going to damage the ego. I know it's going to emasculate him,
Right.
and he will never ever show me that vulnerable side again. So for Nelly, I know personally that's something I'm gonna have to eat, but I might think it. I really, most likely, I probably will, because now you got me in my head. Now you trying to act like you big and bad. So yes, but no, I do agree. Some women will go ahead and throw.
Yeah. Mr. Like It in the Ass.
They will. They
I'm
will.
talking tough though. I'm talking tough though, but like 2 fingers.
Up to the knuckle.
God, I can't.
The second knuckle.
You ain't know I'm a fool, did you?
Lord, send me a straight
He not
man.
a
Jesus,
fool.
I need a
See,
straight
he
man.
said I'm educated, which is true, but I keep a fool in my pocket.
Oh my God. Yes, D.O. friend. He said Nelly just need a real mofo who don't play. I agree. Yes, I do.
Who said that?
D.O. friend.
Isabel says, my friend is all man. He loves women, laugh aloud, but he enjoys getting it licked.
Ain't nothing wrong with
I
getting
guess his
it.
ass, getting his ass licked.
Yeah, ain't
Hey,
nothing wrong with
if
that.
that's your thing, ain't nothing wrong
Make
with
it
that.
happen.
You know, do
I mean,
your
that
thing.
says everybody likes groceries, Isabel. We sell out and get mad petty, Vanessa said. Absolutely. Women do. But men do it too. And that's my thing. And that's what I was telling my girlfriend who said, well, her baby dad, like he can dish it, but he can't take it.
Right.
Like, you like your butt licked. You done have petty. Shut up. Humble yourself. But because of your ego, you want to come and try to, pull your chest out. Like, dude, shut up. Like, let's just talk. Why you gotta sit there and swing your balls? Like, stop. Because they was swinging elsewhere
See?
another day.
See?
But I'm
See?
saying, I'm making
There
a
it
point.
is.
Yep.
I'm making a point,
Yep.
though. I'm making a point. If I know my closet ain't clean, I'm not coming out swinging my balls. That's just all I'm saying.
And see, a Mufasa type of man, he don't want you to have that kind of ammo.
Well, he not gonna tell you then.
No. He want to come out the room and boo Mufasa when he want to be Mufasa.
Right.
And he don't want you to have no neutralizer on that. It's Nelly.
Nope.
What's up with the eats?
Again, the double standard. If
And
you
we
can't
and
take
you're
it,
right.
Don't dish
But
it. That's my thing.
Cliff is right. We don't want to give you anything that could make us remotely appear not to be the man that you met from day one.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because we know y'all pay attention to all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Because
You know
I'm
what I
gonna
mean?
tell you, and I didn't mean to cut you off. If I know you got the up to the knuckle thing in your pocket, I'm not
Second
saying
knuckle.
nothing slick to you nowhere in
But
public.
that's my point.
Nowhere.
That's
Hey,
my
look,
point.
you be like, Cliff, get them groceries. I might want to be like, you get the damn groceries, but I'm looking around like, I'm on that. I'm on that.
Just in case.
Yeah.
But that's my whole thing. That's my thing. If you know you got stuff with you, shut up. Humble yourself. Like, come on. Shout out
Yo,
to Candace
wow.
May and Brenda Hackett. Hey, y'all, how are
Yo,
you?
we
Thank
see
you for
Cliff,
tuning in.
like, you know how the first lady be looking, like, help me. So we see Cliff up there. The fellas be around like, help me, she's crazy.
But real talk, in a real live, honest relationship, there's gonna be a lot of vulnerable moments. There's gonna be a lot of stuff that no one else knows besides you and your mate, and that's why that level of respect needs to be there. So even when, that's why I say y'all want to come out swinging your balls, like chill. We on the same team. Like just talk to me. Why you gotta go there? Why you gotta be so emotional, men?
See, what do you want? Because a minute ago you said, men need to be
Balance,
these
Eli.
vulnerable moments.
Balance. Eli.
We can't be too emotional, but you
Balance.
need us to be vulnerable. We can't be too much of this, but we can't be too much of a caveman. Like, what the hell, dude?
Too much of anything is never good. Too much of salad ain't good. Too much water ain't good for you. Too much of anything is never good. So it has to be balanced.
No, I'll overdose off that thing. I swear to goodness, I'll overdose off that. I ain't seen a man yet. His obituary said he OD'd off that thing.
What you mean?
I
Oh,
never
too
ain't
much
seen
sex.
it. I ain't seen it.
Watch Sex Sent Me to the ER.
No. That's the ER. It ain't over.
It ain't over.
He can still come back.
They got machines in there that'll
I
keep you
can't.
around.
I can't.
Get
The
him
old
with that
friend said,
defibrillator.
my balls are heavy, I gotta let them swing. You know what, the old friend. JF said it depends upon the maturity of the sister. Yes. As to how much he will reveal to ourselves. How much we will reveal of ourselves. And that's absolutely true. It depends on the maturity level. And that's one thing I try to keep in mind, for real, because like I said, I know after you get out your little feelings, I still wanted to work with us. So I'm not going to take you down to the point where you're gonna run from me and never want it to work again. So that's why I personally would not, but I would think it. It's a natural reaction, I think, especially if you're coming at me sideways.
And that is the signs of a mature woman.
Right.
Because if you can't, to your wife or your longtime girlfriend, if you can't be vulnerable, and if you can be vulnerable, but you still have to worry about that coming up at another time or a later date or in front of this person or that person, that's why some men are the way they are. Like, they don't give you nothing.
Right.
Because if that happened to a man one time, then you can forget about it. Like,
Everybody
the next
knows.
woman's gonna suffer.
Right.
That emotional connection may not fully ever be there again.
Right.
So it is a fine line that women unfortunately have to walk because of double standards, but it's just the world we live in.
Right.
I don't know how to make that go away or to make it better. It's just the world we live in.
There was a comment about double standards from a viewer. When she has her moments of insecurities, I have to make her feel better. If I'm honest with her about my insecurity, she looks at me like a lesser man. The double standard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it goes back to what Jaya said about the maturity too.
Right.
She has to be able to look at that and not look at him as a lesser man, but you're human.
Take that on the chin, bro.
Right.
Take that on the chin. You know and understand that that's what it is. Take it on the chin.
Right. Right. Another one is when she gets jealous, it's cute and not that serious. If I get jealous, I'm a controlling nutcase.
That's true.
Double standard all day long.
Yep.
And the police is subject to be involved at some point.
Yep. PFA is in your future.
Yes. You can't even see the babies no more.
Nope.
Just, yeah. This one is she's just being friendly with strangers, but when a guy does it, he's being way too flirty. That's why I said the double standards have changed, because I've seen it where females are looked at as being flirts. But
Women
we
are
just
aggressive
being-
today, so I think that one has either shifted or it's on an even playing field.
Right.
You
I'm
know,
from a different era. She can flirt. She can do what she want to do. I know what she going home with.
right?
Facts.
that all depends on the person you're with
You're
and
with,
how
exactly.
secure they are with themselves and how secure you've made them feel within that relationship.
Right.
You know, so those things all definitely make a giant difference.
The last one is a guy's trip without the girls is a guaranteed fight. And him spending hours calming her down. But if her and her girls want to go on a trip, who cares? What's the big deal?
Peace.
If he know like I know, if he going on that guy's trip and she ain't happy, she gonna get the bang, 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 bang while you gone. So you better not go if she not happy. Real rap.
I did it. I went to Dallas, and even though we talked about it for months, seemed all good.
Right.
Time to hop on that plane. I didn't even enjoy my damn trip because there was just so much foolishness.
Tension.
And I think she might have done that so I wouldn't enjoy myself. And then when I got back, it was like all good.
Right.
So, but you acted a fool the whole time before I was getting ready to go. Like, what is that?
Like
Like,
that manipulation.
shit didn't work. I still went.
But you didn't have a good
You did
time.
not have a good time.
You
I,
didn't
have-
have a good time.
I did my best though. I gave it all I had under the circumstances.
Shout out to Marlo Jones. Thank you for tuning in. Patricia B. Davis says, if my husband shared his insecurities with me, that would make me love him. There you go. Love him. More vulnerability is a good look. Your mate wouldn't look to you to be Superman 24/7. He can finally relax and be his full self. Patricia, I agree 100%. I agree 100%. But it goes back again to, like JF said, is the maturity level of the people you're dealing with.
And he's obviously, he may have been through something with a prior whoever, and that's preventing him from being that vulnerable with her. I mean, it's unfortunate, but if I share something with you and you throw that shit in my face
Right.
in front of people and try to, emasculate me and make me feel anything less than what I am,
Right.
I can't fuck with you. And then I can't ever be that way with another woman.
Do men do that too? Do y'all throw stuff in women's faces?
Yes. Yes. We shouldn't, but it does happen.
It's a
Yes,
double,
it
that
does.
double standard though.
That does happen.
No.
I don't do that.
Oh, look.
Again, she's sleeping. She got
Absolutely.
30
She
bodies.
got 30 bodies, but making you wait.
Right. You don't throw it in her face. Yep.
Double stand. Yeah, no.
Yep.
We do.
Yeah.
And we don't even have to know. We could have just heard. Oh yeah, she gets down. You can hit that tonight.
Right.
But she's not on that time anymore. And here's the thing. Go back to Cliff. Have you ever been to any of your high school reunions?
Yeah.
So I remember going to my 10-year high school reunion. I know we about to be running out of time.
Right.
But I'll make it quick. Going to my high school reunion. And when we graduated high school, whoever you were in the 12th grade, 10 years later, you were
That's who
still
you
that
were.
person.
Yeah.
So we had fellas that were there, came back single, and the girls who were like getting it popping with everybody, at 28, dudes are still trying to make them that person. And it was crazy. And I was just sitting there thinking to myself, like, yo, we haven't allowed these people to grow
Right.
and be completely, it's like, no, we're 18, you fuck everybody on the basketball team.
Yeah.
Why you tripping? Dude, it's 10 years later.
Exactly.
She been kegling for 10 years. Dude.
So we do that. Like, it's crazy how we'll place people in a place, and that's who you are to this day. I graduated high school damn near 25 years ago, right? I'll see somebody from down here that's like, yo, you still play ball?
No, sure
Bruh, nah. I mean, but that's all you knew me for.
Right.
You don't know all other things, and we don't know all other things people have accomplished and went on to
Since
do.
then,
That's
exactly.
all we have you here. And that's unfortunate, though,
Yep.
to a degree.
True,
Yeah.
Corey Van said, remind me of Kevin Hart when he was talking about that double dating and you say something in front of company. I'm just reading back to the comments.
Oh, okay.
And JF says, funny but true, some prostate problems come from over-sexing. See? Over-sexing. D.O.
I'll
Francis.
take that chance.
D.O. Francis, letting you play with my butt in any way isn't me being vulnerable. Now, if my feelings are hurt and I let you know, that's vulnerable. Because the era I'm from, men aren't supposed to show uncontrolled emotions. Michael Drummond, shout out to Rena Brown Skin Candy Girl.
Brown skin.
Michael Drummond says, shoot, dudes can be super petty when their feelings or egos are hurt. Facts. All the way live. Facts.
That is true.
Facts.
A younger me was a petty motherfucker.
We gonna wrap the show with this because Eli got rejected and he hawked and spat in this girl's weave when he got rejected because she turned him down in front of his friends. He ain't never living that down. He is
I was
not
20.
living that down.
She
I
ain't
just want
had.
to say I was 20.
She ain't had no brothers neither.
He
Did
was
she?
42.
She was with a white dude
Yeah.
who I saw her walking
'Cause
with
I'm telling you,
later.
I'm telling you, she was with. If she had a brother. If she had a brother look like Debo, you
Right.
might have thought about hawking and
Okay.
spitting in that.
She didn't
weed.
know it. She didn't feel it. She had so much hair.
That's a shame. He's not living that down. That's totally off the chain.
I'm a different person.
Yes, Michael said, especially when they feel they've been emasculated. That was Eli. He just disrespectful.
I did. And as a young, immature man, that's how I handled that. It was whack.
Mm,
But I did.
mm.
Now I just, I have to let you be.
We
gonna
got to
separate.
share some more stuff about Eli at the next show with holding the urine in your.
Yes.
Yeah, he got some stuff with him, y'all. He holds on to things. He does. Well, we got to wrap it up. Thank you guys for tuning in to tonight's show. And again, thank you, Cliff, for joining us. We hope
No
you enjoyed
doubt.
yourself.
Absolutely.
Make sure y'all share tonight's show. Excuse me for the interruption a little bit earlier. But we hope y'all enjoy us. Meet us here next week, same time, same place, right here on Get Moxie, the Lifestyle Talk Show. Enjoy your week.
Only with you, Lynette Dallum. Only with you.
Facebook Live, stay tuned because Eli has for that pussy challenge for y'all. So stay right there with us. You don't want to miss it. He's crazy. I told him that you got for that pussy challenge. You need to do it for them.
I need the music.
Oh yeah, I found it for you.
I need the
Y'all ready
music.
to hear Eli do his challenge?
Hey. Am I ready? What my verse?
Y'all, he gonna do that. Hang tight. Don't go nowhere yet.
Can't find my rhymes. If I ain't got my rhymes, don't freestyle.
This is my disclaimer. Cliff is not a part of the D or the P challenge. Cliff does the Teddy P challenge. He's more of the turn off the lights and light a candle.
We clear?
Yo. What the hell? My rhyme.
All right, y'all.
Must not be meant to be. Oh well.
So Eli's gonna do for that pussy challenge.
I was.
He got it all written
No,
up.
I didn't.
You got it?
Nah, we might have to catch you next week. Shouldn't be over by the time I find it.
Right.
Oh, here we go.
There you
Bam.
go. Okay, he got this, y'all.
Let
Let's see.
me get in hip hop mode.
You gotta go to the camera.
Can you bring the music over here?
Yes.
Did you write anything?
No, I didn't.
You're the worst
I must come next
co-host
week.
ever.
I got you next week. Yo, I'm too busy.
I need the
All right.
music loud and clear.
Y'all ready? He about to do for this pussy challenge, y'all.
Yeah, for the pussy. Hey, for the pussy, for the pussy. Hey,
Back up.
I go broke for the pussy. I smoke dope for the pussy. Hey, I lose hope for the pussy. I kill for the pussy. Yeah, I steal for the pussy. Skip child support for the pussy. Them kids on their own for the pussy. And I'm out.
A hot mess.
Let me send this change.
Did y'all enjoy that
Yes.
for his show? That's what he's gonna do for the pussy, y'all.